Foley is the post-production sound element that re-records hands, feet, cloth, and props in films, TV, and animation. The art of Foley originated to bring life to radio broadcasts. But it slowly made its way to film with the help of Jack Foley, a man credited with this post-production sound design art. Hands, feet, cloth, and props need to be re-recorded for a number of reasons, some being wind and generators on set that create too much sound to hear the Foley. Here's an example of poor on-set audio. And here's the new Foley. You can hear how the Foley is smoother and cleaner than the original. Here it is again. Another reason to re-record Foley could be a re-release of the film in a foreign country. The original dialogue needs to be dubbed, therefore losing that on-set audio. Foley isn't just used for replacing poor audio. It creates depth to a space and adds life to movies. To show this, I'm going to show a clip of a film with just dialogue. No on-set audio and no added Foley. Lifeless, right? There's something missing. Something that maybe you can't quite put your finger on. That something is Foley. Here's that same clip, but full of Foley. A major element to the success of Foley is placing the microphone. The wrong placement can distort what we want the prop to sound like. When recording a door, it's important to get the microphone in exactly the right place. Another way to capture door sound is to put the microphone above the sound. In this case, I put the microphone above the handle to capture the clicking and clanking of the doorknob. Another key to the success of Foley, if not the most important part, is timing. It is important to get the timing exactly right. Timing can even come down to a split second. Listen carefully to these next two clips. Can you hear which one is correct? Didn't catch it? Here it is again. If you guessed the first clip, you're wrong. The second clip is the one with the correct timing. Foley artists have to place sounds frame by frame. In Foley art, timing is everything. Ambient sounds are also known as background sounds. They are the underlying track that tell the audience, aside from the visuals, where the scene is taking place. Ambient sounds can make you feel like you're at the ocean. They can make you feel like you're on a roller coaster. They can even make you feel like you're at the mall. The ambient in this film is minimal, but without it, you'd notice something is off. I work in a non-traditional sound studio where we don't have what are called Foley pits. Foley pits are stages that contain different terrain, like sand, gravel, dirt, and wood. A Foley artist will walk on them in different shoes or even rub props in them to create different sounds. In a non-traditional studio, we're limited to what we have available. This is where our creativity comes in. We've used the same table and same mouse pad for a ton of different movies and TV shows. There are some sounds that are hard to re-record because we don't have the original item at our fingertips. These are the instances where we have to improvise. It takes some extra brain power, but a good Foley can hear sound and substitute it fairly quickly. You probably didn't realize, but I was creating Foley in the opening sequence. In this scene where the keys hit the goop in the sink, we had to think of a post-production alternative. We needed a gloopy sound to really emphasize the impact and density of the glue, as well as making it sound as gross as it looks. When paired together, it's pretty convincing. The strainer and the pencil? Yeah, they made a really good zipper for this scene. And the fuzzy thing I was petting? It's called a dead cat. It's a windscreen for a microphone and almost has the consistency of my precious cat punch, just without the shedding and the purring. We've even had to re-record ADR for this shoot. ADR stands for Automatic Dialogue Replacement. Notice, these aren't the same men, but you believed us, didn't you? ADR needs to be re-recorded for the same reasons Foley needs to be re-recorded. Sometimes the on-set audio is just really poor quality. The audience needs to hear what the characters are saying. Therefore, the dialogue needs to be re-recorded in a soundproof studio, sometimes months and months after the original shoot. Now you know what Foley is and how important it is to a movie. Next time you're watching a TV show or a film, I hope you'll hear things differently. Thanks for watching.